Welcome to Deep Dive Episode 3, the split slot open. For all our option runners, this is the best option run formation in the game, and nobody knows about it. So, we're going to get into it here. What makes this so unique and what makes it so effective in the game, right? Is there's a variety of option plays. You have the load option here. The two favorite ones are the triple option right and triple option left. Then you have the read option. The speed option is in there as well. Then we have inside zone split and the halfback power O to mix in with those. There's also a halfback sweep as well. And then our pass plays that we have, you have mesh, you have a screen play if you choose to run screens, and then there is a variety of play action plays that are very useful as well. So we're going to break this down and get into it. All right, so how we're first going to come out here is we're going to pick the speed option. And if you notice here in our audibles, what you want to set is make sure you have 4 different plays aside from the play you're coming out in. So that way you have 5 plays in total that you can change to at any particular point in the game. So for me, is I have my 2 passing plays, PAF slide and slot post angle. And then I have my triple option left and triple option right here as well. So speed option is what we're going to come out here. You see we're running it to the left. Also, if you want to flip it to the right, you flick the right on your right analog stick and you can change it. Here I'm changing right and now I'm back left. So anytime you're coming out, the read should always be which defenders have less on that side of the field. That's where you want to target. So in this particular example, we're going to look at A here. He has a corner and a safety over him, automatically putting more defenders on that side of the field. So I want my play to go to the left. So speed option, unlike the read option, there is no read key. It's going to be the pitch key here, this defensive end. And we're going to take a look here, what he chooses to defend. You will hold LB to pitch once he commits to the quarterback. And you see here, we get 15 yards on the first play. Here's another situation where we're going to go to the left. We have numbers over here. And this time the defense does a better job. They shed the block on the receiver and they come down and pursue it. Now, here is one other thing with the speed option, right or left. Here they got a symmetrical defense so we can go either side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it right. But what you can do is you can cut this up the middle of the field with the quarterback. And that's what happens when they over pursue to get outside. Once you've hit them with the speed option, the load option, these triple options where everything's going outside, you can then cut back across the field with your quarterback up the middle, and it can be a huge play. If you have a fast enough quarterback, could be a touchdown. But the point is, you want to give the defense everything to possibly think about, outside and inside. So again, one more read here. We let the defensive end commit to the quarterback, and we're going to get about 12 yards there. So that's how the speed option works, right? You guys see it. We can flip either side. That's what's great. Now we're going to come out and we're going to run the load option. And this is the only play in the formation that is a tell because it's the only play that runs motion. So the only difference here is our other running back in the backfield now will be blocking. He is going to block that P icon as you see, or he'll get up into the second level. And there I made the wrong read. Actually, I should have kept my quarterback. That is something that we were going to touch on anyways, is users are going to eventually adjust their defensive settings to take the pitch key away, right? So they're going to make it aggressive or conservative so your quarterback will keep it. And that's where your quarterback, if he's fast and he's durable, that's where he's going to keep the ball a lot of times. So we're here, and you see there we keep it. And again, we have Stanford. He's not a very fast quarterback, but the hole was very big for us to get through, but we just couldn't get there in time. So, but if you look, the pitch icon took it away. And because they're in this man-type coverage, you see the two deep corners with the receivers. They're running all the way downfield, so they actually have no run defensive help to stop this play. And if it wasn't for that little shed there, that guy squeezing through, we were going to have a big play. So, again, that is the only thing with the load option. Again, it is a great play to mix in, but be aware that it is the only motion play in the formation, so it can be a little bit of a tell. Now let's get into my favorite part of the options is the triple option left and the triple option right. And the reason why it's so now we're going to take a look at triple option left and triple option right. And here is the great thing about this. We don't need to flip formations if we want to run it to the other side. All you do is go to your audibles. Now I'm selecting triple option right. And now you see the defensive read key and pitch keys are the D end and the safety. So here's what's going to happen. The read key is the guy that we're paying attention to, obviously. And the pitch key is the safety. So A is actually running up the field to block. He is going to actually pick up that safety. And what we're going to do here is watch. We keep with our quarterback. We get the pitch off. It was a little bit late there. All right, here's a nice look for triple option left. And there's no read key. So we're just going to keep it here with our quarterback. Pitch it here. And now you see if we were fast enough, we probably could have outran him to the sideline. We juked back. We still got 10 yards. But again, is this stuff here, you keep with your quarterback, pitch when they commit down. Something else about the triple option here, right? Left or right, is not only can we obviously hand it off to the running back or do the pitch, you can actually also turn this upfield with the quarterback and you don't need to pitch either way. So here, defender actually got pushed into us as we were going to keep with the quarterback there, but we still got 5 yards. See if we can get a good example of this here. And again, we could have pitched it there. Now we turn up with the quarterback. If I feel like if we don't touch this, then we're not going to complete the full reads. Is if they don't come down, take your running back, let him, like I said, let him get you 35 yards. I'm going to keep this ball no matter what, whether the read option plays it. And you notice I can still get the pitch off. So in case you make the wrong read and keep it with your quarterback, there's always an opportunity there to pitch it and we're still getting positive yardage. Is it game breaking plays? No, it's not. But you see, here is the play is never not going to be successful. It's just how successful is it going to be. Is it going to be a huge play? Is it going to be consistently down the field? You can run this the entire time. So right here, we see numbers we think we can exploit. We're going to run the read option, the triple option to the right side here now. We keep it, let him pursue, and then now we can get our 7 yards on the pitch to the right. Actually, here's what we're looking for right here. Now you see the defense is really lined up heavily to the left. I'm going to go audible to triple option right. And now we're going to take it here. We keep with our quarterback. They're in man. And we're just going to take the run here for 20 yards. But that's what this play offers. It's very versatile. And you can flip to it. Or I'm sorry, you can audible to this as long as your audibles are set. And again, it's all about taking the holes and reading that defensive end. But people are going to have to commit a lot of resources to the middle to stop the run. And they're going to have to be usering out there the pitch options and hope that they set their adjustments correctly. And all right, the last of our running plays we're going to check out here is halfback power O, inside zone split, and then even the running back sweep that you can just mix up so you have your variety of runs going, right? So here we're looking at power O. This is a very equivalent to the halfback base. The difference is with your pulling guard, you also have a lead running back that is going to take blocks for you. And this is all about following your pulling guard. And take a couple more looks here at the power O. And it's just follow your pulling guard and you're going to find the yards to get a field. Again, here we see Power O is going to destroy 3 down defensive linemen. It's easy to pick up the blocks, and they're going to take the linebacks at the second level. But Power O overall is just a very good run. Despite us getting him in the backfield there, 1 out of 5 or 6 tries is not bad. And you see there, we got 1 juke, and we got 10 yards off Power O. So make sure you guys are mixing this up in our run package here. And it's just going to be easy yards on the ground here all the way up the field. All right, now we're looking at inside zone split. And this is a very good run, but it's also the most bipolar run in the formation. It can be very good or very average. And the reason why I say is because with this run, for some reason, inside zone splits freeze the linebackers, but sometimes the blocking is inconsistent. So as you see there, the middle linebacker kind of froze. It allows your offensive lineman to get into the second level to get those easy blocks, which is great. But sometimes when they crash down, or the defensive tackles seem to blow it up, that's where this run has its inconsistencies. Is usually it's the DT or it's like when the linebackers pursue down that they give it issues. But when that's not happening, as you see, is this run is pretty consistently good. And when I say consistently good, is just a lot of yards. So that's what I said. This run is good to give you a big. Yeah, make sure you guys are keeping this inside zone split mixed in your run packages here, and it's going to complement everything very well. And like you said, you see the potential in this play, and that's the important thing, right? We need to keep the defense off balance to all these different runs. All right, so here in PAF slide, we're just going to put A on a slant, and we're going to take a look here. We have Y on his check down underneath, RB on his flat route underneath on the left, A across the middle. B is really only going to be an option here against man coverage, but we will put in another setup to where he becomes an option downfield. And then you have this comeback on the left. So any kind of man coverage or zone where there's no help up the field underneath that cornerback, that comeback's going to be our route. So it's here. We throw it at the top of the break, and the comeback route is going to win. All right. So we take here again, look, 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 and here's a little pocket for the slant that we're going to hit across the middle there. And now we're going to continuously look, see what reads they're going to give us. And right there, they left the slant open again because they really try to take away that underneath route. The only other option that I will like to do at times is I will actually block the running back as well here with the A on a slant, especially if there's high pressure looks, just to give us ourselves an extra block with a little bit more time to work with here. And right here now we have the check down, and that is going to be just easy yards, right? So we're going to let them choose what they want to take away from us. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look into our next setup here to get B open. I'm going to put A here on a streak, and I'm going to block the running back Y. And now B is going to be an option, right? We still have our high-low with the comeback and the running back on the left side of the field. And then now this B route can get open a little bit deeper here. He was not available there. I saw the middle linebacker bailing out. So I knew that that route was not going to be open here. I'm just going to go to the replay here and show you this guy right here. As soon as I saw him drop back like that, I knew that he was going to take away that post. We're going to repost B, streak A, and we're going to keep the other routes the same. This will stretch out that safety, allowing B to come open underneath. And we still have our regular reads with our checkdowns. And right there is where I was talking about B will beat man coverage. He got underneath, and that's where I like to pass lead down and in front of my guy. So that way I can always take control and keep the defender from getting in front to intercept it. So let's take a look at it here, see what the window is. And I had to climb up into the pocket. It's a little bit later developing, but I just want to show you where he gets open in the play here. And so you wait, you wait, you wait. I climb the pocket, and you see where he's coming open. And I throw it right here underneath this. It was actually a middle linebacker that was playing a mid read and dropped all the way back. So just keep your read simple. Don't make them harder than they need to be. If we see that single corner outside wide like that, I'm 100% going to look at the comeback or this check down route right here and take our easy yards. But if you do see that there is a user controlling the middle and he is going to, try and go and play that or play really low underneath, that is where you will find that receiver on that post route coming open. So that was a dangerous throw, but it's like I said, we're just trying to get you to see the different options and where these routes are coming open. We're going to take a look here at mesh, And mesh is interesting because I'm going to put Y on this corner route, RB on a wheel route. So what you're going to notice here later on in the play, B kind of gets open kind of against everything. It's really about just finding the spot where to throw it, but we're also going to look at X and A as our mesh routes underneath, and then Y is going to cook man on his corner route, and then RB can get into a soft spot against zone due to B stretching out the sideline, the underneath routes going to the middle, but also RB will cook man if you lob it over the top. So let's take a look here. And right there, we just took our drag for 5 yards. All right, we're going to take a look here what they're giving us. Here we got A. A gets open because of the mesh concept underneath. So you have guys really cross-manning and having to run across the field. It makes it very difficult to guard. Here is a small window I was talking about for the running back when they're not in man against zone. See if we can hit that one more time. Oh, they're in man. And that is the lob over the top I was referring to with the running back. And so right now we're going to look at this B route now. And the B route is the hardest one to throw because it takes repetition, and sometimes you never know what animations the corners are going to get. Right there, we just bullet pass. I didn't click on there to get it, but we'll do it again. And we threw it early, but you see I'm clicking on, and this animation happens quite often on sideline routes that I notice when you user click on and catch it. Guys just kind of fall off and you get extra yards. So but anytime you throw this, again, we can get picked off. It's very, very possible. But watch the defender's hips and the separation. Make sure you're clicking on, and you almost want to come to a stop when you click on. Come to a stop, and then press Y to catch it. We'll run this one more time just to show the consistency of the play. And we're here, and we come back, and we come in front of that corner so he can't catch it. So here we're going to take a look here at the PA verts, and you're going to notice that the slot receiver's on a streak. He is going to stretch out any of the deep safeties or corners, depending on the responsibility. Then we have comebacks on the outside, and I put both running backs here on flat routes. So you have a high-low to the left or the right, and it's all about you making the correct read. What I like to do here is because of the 3 wide receiver personnel, you see that the corner lined up over the A receiver is a nickel corner. So in doing that, there's another defender there. So I like to look to the left here. Now that lets me know that I get to pick on what that corner is going to do or whoever's going to guard that flat route, whether it's the running back or if the safety's coming down. So it's here, the D end. There's no help underneath to take away that comeback, so that will be the read. Oh, so this looks like some kind of blitz or man, straight up cover 1. So we're going to take a look here at our reads. And it's actually a cover 3, but we're going to hit this comeback route wide open on the sideline. We also had our flat route underneath. So again, take a look at whatever they're going to give you. Here, they're in man. We're going to throw this comeback route. We're going to beat this superstar corner every single time. All right, this is going to be the last time we run this play. And it looks like they're going to bring a blitz here. So if we get the time here, we're going to throw it off to B or to X. We'll just pick on the superstar corner. Why not? Comeback route all day. All right. Play action. One pass backs, cross, and you see these 2 running backs are running, crossing in routes. So it's going to create a mesh concept. And then you're going to have this A that's kind of coming in right behind behind the linebackers. And I'm just going to stem him up 1. And then I am going to put this B route on a speed out route and stem him up twice. So he's going about 10 yards. So now every route on the field is dangerous. We have the comeback on the left. We've talked about that this entire formation, how effective the comeback route is. You have these underneath routes from Y and RB. Then you have your deep middle route with A. and again, the speed out route with B. So we're just going to take a look here and read. Here's that speed out route. Throw it right at the top of his break to the sideline, and he will catch it for an easy gain. Again, we have this A route 2 here with these running backs. And now I'm just going to highball that over to the in route. And that looks like a scary throw, but if you highball it, the worst that can happen is that a linebacker will just knock it down. They will not be able to intercept it, especially since it's a linebacker backpedaling. But now we're seeing here what's the other reads. What's the other reads? We got this running back here underneath. And most users are going to freeze because there's going to be two running backs that are coming out of the backfield, and he doesn't know what way they are going to go. This is another 3 deep look. We're just going to go against it just to show. Now we have RB here, and the guy's knockout, so he knocks it out. But you see all these routes are getting open, and it's going to be very difficult once you have the options. And now, of course, we got our comeback route. We threw that way too early there. But every route is winning and winning convincingly. We haven't had a dangerous throw that's almost gotten picked off yet. And here we'll go back to this speed out route, and we just possession catch it. Yeah, the only time I prefer not to even look at that speed out route is when there's press. And so if I see them press, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just put them on a streak because depending on what receiver you have and if they have that press pro ability, he will smoke the corner off the line of scrimmage, and then you can just lob it up for a touchdown. But you see how all these routes are getting open and causing problems at different stages of the defense. So this play is very good to run and make sure you are also incorporating this in the offense. All right, we're going to take a look here at slot post angle. This will be the final pass play that we take a look at here. And all we're going to do here is I'm just going to put B on out route, speed out route, and stem him up twice. And everything else, I'm kind of just leave the same. We have check and release route from the running back. We have this Texas route from our running back, post from the slot, and then we have a comeback on the left. So kind of take away, see what the reads is. Again, we're attacking the superstar corner. On speed out routes, the very key to that route is throwing it at the top of the break outside, so that way he cannot make a play on it. Again, we'll take a look this time. Man, the other side. We'll go to the comeback route. All right, so we drop back here. And against man, this post route is going to win every time. Not even a shadow of a doubt. The post will beat man every time. And if there is a safe throw top, there is spots in the zone that we can try and throw this to here, right there. And we're going to pass lead that up a little bit. We don't want to lead it to that other corner, but you have to let him clear that middle linebacker, and he'll be open. The only route we haven't shown you is the Texas route, and it's just basically if this linebacker kind of directly in front of him, if he plays outside or underneath, he probably won't be open. But if he drops back, kind of something like that, you can throw it to him quickly and get your 5 yards. That's it for Deep Dive Episode 3. And listen, if you're not running the split slot open, you're leaving points on the board. This is the best option-based formation in NCAA 25, period. You get true read option, triple option, load option, play action, legit pass concepts, all from the same look, and that makes it nearly impossible to key in on. If this breakdown helped elevate your game, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe for weekly deep dives and playbook breakdowns, and drop a comment. Let me know which formation you want to see next.